Hello students, today we are going to start to discuss about cells based on their shape and size. For this, the smallest, largest or the longest cell, then the cell based on the number of cells, a few examples of the cells like RBC, WBC, guard cells, and then the last topic of today is structure of an animal cell, which is the most important topic. So let's start with the first, that is the smallest cell. As seen under microscope, bacterial cell is the smallest cell, which is 0.2 to 0.5 micron in size. Then number 2 is the largest. Largest cell is egg of an ostrich. Ostrich egg, or the cell of ostrich. It is a cell. Ostrich egg is a single cell and it is the largest cell. Then number 3 is the longest. Longest cell is the nerve cell. Nerve cell is the longest cell. Next is based on the number of cells. Based on the number of cells, they may be single celled, multi-cells or multicellular, or they may be few cells. So based on that, single celled organisms, as I have discussed in the previous topic, that amoeba, then euglena, these are the single cell or unicellular organisms. Then is few cells. Few celled is Spirogyra or Volvox, as they live in colonies. So these are the few celled organisms. Number 3 is multiple cells or multicellular. Multicellular, human beings, insects, plants, any other higher organisms. These all are multicellular. So smallest is the bacterial cell, largest is an egg of ostrich, longest is the nerve cell. Then based on the number of cells, single cell is the amoeba, euglena, few cell is Spirogyra, Volvox, multicellular is human beings, insects and plants. Next is few examples based on their shape, size. WBC, RBC. RBC is having a biconcave disc-like structure, disc-shaped structure. Biconcave disc-shaped RBC cells. WBC cells, they are irregular in shape, and that irregular shape we are using the term amoeboid shape. Amoeboid shape, irregular shape. Then nerve cell, it is long cell with the axon endings at 1. This we have studied in class 7-8 also. So this nerve cell, from one end it is responsible for transmission of nerve impulses from one direction to another. So they are long and transmits nerve impulse from one end to another. Next is muscular cells. Muscle cells, they are long and contractile. Long and contractile. Muscle cells are responsible for the body movements, and for that they stretch and contract. So they are long and contractile to allow movement of the body parts. Then guard cells. Guard cells are present in the stomatal opening. Stomatal opening on the surface of leaves. Stomatal opening on the surface of leaves, and guard cells are usually bean shaped or kidney shaped. In monocots it is dumbbell shaped. So kidney shaped or bean shaped or double shaped structures. These are the examples. Now let's start with the structure of an animal cell, which is the basics about the cell, and we are starting with the animal cell only. The animal cell, it is having a single membrane, that is a cell membrane. Inside this, the fluid substance is the cytoplasm. At the center is a circular structure. That circular structure is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus is thread-like structure, that is the chromatin fibers. One more spherical structure is small spherical structure is there, and this spherical structure is termed as nucleolus. Whenever you are making a diagram, just always try to label it on the right hand side of the diagram, and the labeling should be all at equidistant distance from the diagram. So try to label it on the right hand side. If it is the labelings are more, then you can write on the left. So this is Golgi body, made up of flattened sac-like structures. Flattened structures stacked one above the other with some vesicles or vacuoles here. This is the Golgi body, based on the name of the scientist Camillo Golgi. Then this is centriole or centrosome. Then mitochondria. Mitochondria. This, you can see this structure which is giving a supportive network to the nucleus. This supportive network to the nucleus is termed as endoplasmic reticulum. This supportive network, if it is having these small granules on the structure, these granules are the lysosomes. So if these granules are the ribosomes. So if ribosomes are attached to the surface of endoplasmic reticulum, then it is rough endoplasmic reticulum. If ribosomes are absent, then it is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Just the presence of ribosome makes the difference. Ribosomes are the protein factories. So the presence of ribosome makes it rough and gives it a rough appearance. So because of the rough appearance, it is termed as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the other is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Then small granules, you can see. These small granules are the lysosomes. Some of the ribosomes are also scattered in the cytoplasm. Ribosomes, then some small starch granules or oil droplets, or the fat granules. In this is the basic framework of a cell, or the basic structures present in the cell, organelles present in the cell. In the next class, we will discuss about the differences between the animal and the plant cell based on their structure, or the cell organelles present or absent, and also we will discuss about the role of these cell organelles. So this is all for today's work. The size of the cells, smallest, largest and longest cells, number of cells, and the structure of animal cells. Thank you.